Hello, hello, hello. We are back. There is just so much to talk about, guys. I'm sorry that we have to break this up, but who wants to sit there and watch something for an hour? I mean, I do, but not many people I
fall
know.
asleep, yeah.
She can't watch some 5 minutes. Never mind.
Can't do movies.
All right, so we are back, and we are going to now talk about what struck all of this is the heartbeat bill, which really ticked us off. Okay, I believe in life, and who are you? Where are they passing? You can kill your kid to 18 now. Who's trying to pass that? Colorado?
There is a state. I want to say that, but I'm not going to verify it. But there's a state trying to do it up to 18. If you don't think your child's going to be anything out in the world, nothing's going to come out of them, they're trying to get it, which we all knew was coming. We all knew that was coming. You pass this abortion thing, it starts
murder.
trickling. Yes.
I'm sorry, but keep your legs closed. Figure it out. Put your cycle to the moon or whatever. Figure it out. But once that child is made, the child is its own entity, its own spirit, its own everything, and you are killing. Sorry, it's called murder. I don't care.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm not judging, because everyone has gone through the school systems. A lot of people gone through the school systems, and the school systems have taught people that, once a child is made, it's not worth more than a frog. That's what was taught. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? We got to educate people and knowing that is a separate entity. Okay. You don't just go killing people. I don't care if it's in a woman's womb. It's still separate entity. Oh, well, it can't survive without me. Medicine, children can survive a lot now.
Yep.
Preemies have been surviving, okay?
Yeah. Well, and the thing with, so with this, South Carolina is known as the Bible Belt. And everyone talks about how holy South Carolina
No.
is.
See, the belt part is the part that they whip you with, okay? And hang you. And all the other stuff, that's what they really mean.
They had that where you could beat your woman with a stick no bigger than your thumb on
that
the courthouse
law's
steps.
Still there. They used to take women to the courthouse and beat them on Sundays.
On Sunday with a stick no bigger than their thumb.
Yeah.
Yep. So this is why we're asking for help for South Carolina, because it needs attention. Everyone thinks it's so religious, and the Southern belles and the lovely men that attend church on Sundays.
I don't know many lovely men. I'm sorry.
No. After living here 15 years. So
they all want to be good old boys, and they all want money.
Yeah, and for some reason this heartbeat bill was such a big fight.
I don't mean all, okay? Just relax. Don't.
It's a rhetorical all. Yeah. It's not like a, facetious all.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it. That's all.
But the thing, I have an itch. But the thing, it was very hard to pass this bill. It was very hard. This was not like, it was presented and everyone jumped for joy. Yeah, of course. No, it was a huge fight. So when it got passed, it caused a lot of controversy in the state. Now, you got to remember, we are a red state. Okay, Biden's trying to make us blue right now. That's why we got bumped up to the top of the list. So here is...
Well, what was before Trump? I'm sorry. He's just not worth Obama. He tried to make us blue, too.
Yeah.
He worked real hard. To be honest with you, it was like 50-50 at one point when Trump was trying to
get us back.
Yeah.
So here, if we're a Bible Belt, we're a red state. Here they reverse, and here is the public affairs director for Planned Parenthood of the South Atlantic. Here she is on our courthouse steps, so happy that they just went from 6 weeks. You got up to 6 weeks to abort the baby, nothing after, to 20 weeks. And they're saying, oh, you can't even detect a heartbeat in 6 weeks and blah, blah, blah. but it got passed. Now they're overturning it, saying it wasn't fair. And as you saw in our last one, Todd Rutherford voted for this, even though he's on the Committee of Ethics, voted to push it to 20 weeks. Okay? So that's why we're making this more of a stink right now, because they're claiming it violated a woman's constitutional right to privacy. Let me tell you the thing about privacy. You go to court, there's no privacy. You got to turn in medical records. You got to turn in all of your bank records. You got to turn in all your cell phone records. Privacy is out the door when you step foot in a courthouse. So the fact that these assholes want to sit here and tell you it's a constitutional right against women. What about the man? What about the man? Where's the man's rights? That's a right to his privacy too. What if he wanted the baby? That's against his rights, isn't it?
Oh, they don't care.
No, they don't give a shit here.
Oh, it's my body.
My body, my choice.
Yeah.
But how about the vaccine, the whatever, blah, blah. I don't
The
want
jab.
it. I don't want it, but I'm a criminal for not taking it. But I'm a woman. It's my body, my choice. And they say, oh, it's different. It's not the same thing. Really?
Okay, these people, either they've been brainwashed or they're just literally that dumb.
They're just that stupid now.
Or they are part of the cabal.
They're raised in these schools and they're taught women's rights. You stand up, you get your jabs, you get your abortions, you get your
know
money.
what?
We'll pay for it.
God gave me rights to live my life, period. Mm-hmm. And I'll die before I let anybody try to put their hand around my neck. Okay?
Trying to force this shit on.
You are not going to enslave me. Sorry,
No.
that ain't gonna happen.
And this law was overturned by a 3-2 vote. And it's just like, with the majority siding with the plaintiffs, 2 South Carolina physicians, a women's clinic. I am so tired of the women's rights. You want to be treated equally? Why don't you start fighting for what's real? Not for this crap.
Yeah, well, I would like the rights to matter in the judicial system. Mm-hmm. How about that?
How about when, how about the kids that are getting stolen right now? Where are you standing up for them?
Yeah.
I'm glad-
And notice that there's never any Amber Alert.
No. Ask yourself why specific
But
ones are Amber
we
Alerts.
are hearing that parents are losing their kids. They're not coming home from school.
Oh, it's so
Or
common.
something else.
Go to Myrtle Beach. I mean, how many missing posters are up? You don't see an Amber Alert for them.
And there's cameras there. Nobody knows nothing.
No.
Well, then who is in charge of those cameras?
Our taxes keep paying for cameras and better security and everything, but kids go missing more and more each year. You do the math. So that's why this kind of like struck a nerve with us, because it's like we just need help, and this should be like one of the biggest flags.
They
to
did
so many
this behind
people.
everybody's back.
Oh yeah, I didn't know this
The
was going
law
on.
was overturned in a narrow 3-2 vote. Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, I didn't know this was going on. This isn't made public or easily accessible.
And we're looking up stuff to keep us aware of what's going on.
Yeah, and I just find it so funny. They can protest here about the abortion, but if we go protest for the children, we're arrested. We go protest for what people are doing wrong, we're arrested. But go ahead. They're outside the state house protesting. That's okay. Oh, that's okay. It's about abortion. Not about children being stolen through family court or DSS. Now your ass is getting arrested. Now you're getting fined.
Yeah.
Does anybody
The
see a
problem is here is how do you deal with people that do everything illegally, and you're trying to keep it legal? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's getting to the point that everybody is going. Thank God that they didn't take our guns, but it's getting to the point of that.
They are working on that.
It
yes.
is trying to pressure us.
Yes.
Because of the simple fact that they do things illegally. They push, and it's the same thing. They want to get rid of the guns, but yet the criminals still have them. They could still get them
Yeah,
because they don't care about the law. So all you did, okay, is prevent the regular citizen to protect themselves
Yeah.
from the criminals. But
and everyone wants a voice, but there's no voice for that child in your womb. You took that choice away from that child. You didn't give that child a chance. Where's their voice? You just rip it because you felt like it was yours? And it just pisses me off that the men have no say in this. You know how many men would have kept
I
their
don't
children?
I don't blame people. Like I said, they've been educated wrong.
They have been, yeah.
Okay. I don't blame regular folks. What I blame here are the corrupt son of a bitches that deal and control the the justice
yeah.
system altogether. Okay? There is no justice. It's out the door. If it doesn't benefit them, they're not going to have anything to do with it.
Yeah.
So we got to have this link on the bottom.
It's such bullshit.
Yeah. Well, we got people that don't understand because our system, our education system, and who's got to blame? Who worshipped the school system? I know my parents did.
Yeah,
You go to school, you get an education.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Did you know that now it's getting to the point where the parents that keep their kids at home and homeschool are looked at as heroes? Because those children are going to be worth, I'm not going to say nobody's worth more than the other. What I mean is they're going to do more for society, for human rights, for everything. They're our future heroes. Okay? Because the education system has dropped the ball on purpose to teach these kids pretty much mind your business, just float through life. I mean, they built every school as a prison. It looks
Yeah.
like a prison, every school.
Yeah.
Same. If you go into a prison, it smells the same and it looks the same as every school.
Yep.
Typical bricks, typical everything.
That stench, yeah. Ugh.
So, they want to take over your kids. They've taught them that parents don't know anything and they're stupid and they need to listen to the government instead.
Yep.
That's what the hell they taught them. And
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the parents just worship, I get to get away from my kid all day.
Yeah.
That's how they look at it.
It's
Anything that is worth investing, it's going to take some work. And your children are an investment for society, for new inventions, for just everything. One day, you're going to get old. You mistreat your kids or you give them to the state, you're going to die lonely with no help.
Yep.
Wake up, people. In that sense, we've done it to ourselves. Because I know so many folks that sat there and just totally relied on the education system.
Yeah.
Made it, they were worshiping it. It became an idol for so many parents. And all it did, it was all planned from World War II
Yep.
to teach the kids the same ways Hitler wanted.
Yeah.
Nobody caught on. We lost the war, people.
They say you learn from history, but I don't think we have. Just saying.
So the next thing we're going to show you.
It's more about the heartbeat bill, them saying it was unconstitutional, privacy. Let me tell you something. When you don't want to present something to court because it's against your privacy, have you ever heard of a subpoena? They still get it. There's no privacy, so it pisses me off they use that excuse. Luke Rankin went with that. It was against women's privacy and the state shouldn't interfere with it. Because of their privacy, the state has no right. Really, the state had no right in taking my kids then. That's my privacy. Why'd the state get involved in my privacy? Get up in my business. Illegally.
Oh, well, you didn't have to give it to them. Oh, how do you prove your innocence then? Because they're throwing all this stuff at you and you have to prove that it's not true.
Yep.
Don't worry, lawsuits coming.
It's all coming. As soon as all these judges go.
Yep.
So this is more about, this article was more about just how it was so unconstitutional, and how everything was just so wrong for women. But it's okay they rip the children from the women who are innocent and claim sexual abuse on somebody. But that's okay. That's happening. Go sit in your courthouse. You'll see how many times that happens a day. So, but that's okay, guys. You know, we're not going to fight that. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about abortions.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is more of it. But the last article that we did have, because I know we're getting close on time, we just wanted to show you from the previous episode, if you watched it with John Gallman, it was on bwtw.com or wbtw.com. And this is just where it shows where we got, because there's other articles out there and we don't want to use like repetitive people, like some articles, some people will report the same thing over and over again. So we expanded it a little bit. And this is the lawsuit with what John Gallman went through, how he was bashed, how there's a defamation case, which I haven't even checked up on it.
You can't trust the government. You can't trust the justice system. They deliberately sit there and benefit themselves. So, you know, you can't believe anything anymore. You got to do your research. Like I said, we'll show you who has, you know, who's been caught in a criminal act, but you got to question. There's got to be, we look at making sure that there is a background in this.
Yeah.
Okay. Because all of a sudden, somebody doesn't want to pass a law. Oh, well, let's find some, let's put some, child porn on their computer and say that that's what they had.
And they frame them. Yep.
Framing is
and that's what happens.
If they're illegal, if they love doing illegal things, hello, they don't care what they do to get what they want.
And what he did was, what Luke Rankin did was completely illegal. You know, so what he, you know, but nothing happened to him. Nothing happened to him.
Nothing happens to any of these guys.
So what does that tell you about
us.
Luke Rankin? That's such an evil side to somebody. If they could throw somebody, you know, from our first episode about throw him off the committee, replace him quickly, and then someone gets that close in defeating him that he goes so hard below the belt and destroys a man's reputation. This man could have lost everything.
Yep.
And all he was doing was fighting for us, we the people. This man was fighting for we the people. This man was fighting for children. This man was going to help vote for the correct judges. And Luke Rankin didn't. And this guy was not an attorney. Let's just keep that for the record. He was an attorney. He was not. So, what does that say about his character?
I'm tired of these attorneys.
Damn straight.
I don't need an attorney. I could do it myself.
They tell you what you can and can't do.
I have before.
Yeah, you pay them and then we get threatened. You're not going to do that again. I paid you.
If you have, nothing to worry about, and you are an honest person, what's the big deal? Yeah. You're going to go in there and if things are right, they're going to go vote. You know, it's going to happen in your direction. Everything is going to go good. You got nothing to hide.
Yeah, when I went to court, I had no problem. You want my records?
I don't need a lawyer.
Have them. Yep, take my records. But, you know, it's funny.
I got the truth. That's more of my lawyer than, you know.
Yeah, because if you tell the truth, why do you need someone representing you?
Yeah, seriously.
I had no problem telling the truth. And I was told if I don't have an attorney, my ass is getting chewed up alive. And these judges will slap one thing after another.
Yep.
I don't need a bodyguard. I got
No,
God.
they could have just said that to you just so that you had a lawyer so that they could control.
Yeah, and it's just so funny because, like, in my case, I had to give text messages, bank statements, social security, everything. But you know what the opposite party did? Nothing. And I'm like, well, what is he hiding? How come he doesn't have to? I gave my Facebook, Snapchat, take my phone, dissect it. But he did. He said it was against his privacy. If I did, the attorneys threatened me and said, we will subpoena your records. We will get them. But mine couldn't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. And this is, you know, my record's been swiped clean. You can't find my court case right now. They took it out of the whole court system. My case doesn't exist.
Yep. What are they hiding?
But I'm just saying.
Why do they need it to be closed and not hiding? Why?
It's funny because only a part of it was supposed to be sealed, and they sealed my whole case. Only one specific thing was.
How can they do that without explaining? I mean, you look guilty. I'm just saying.
You call my docket number, it's gone. My paperwork that I have right now is gold because I'll never get it again. Well, if I go down to the office and show my ID, blah, blah, blah. And that's if they kept all the records there.
Yep.
But anyway.
Paperwork gets misplaced a lot.
And that story is going to be a whole other podcast.
Yeah. So why don't you sue these people? Why can't we sue these people? Well, they don't allow it.
And these judges they picked, I'll go up against them. and start
Once-
suing,
What it will happen.
it's coming.
You think God ain't watching? You think it's over. It's
Timing
done.
is everything right now, and the clock's almost
The
done.
cabal has been like around for years, thousands and thousands of years, and it's over, and we're upgrading.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys.
Well, on a positive note, time
On
to
a
go.
positive note, keep your frequency high.
And please reach out to us. I keep saying the email wrong. It is justicesanctuary117 at gmail.com. Please share your stories. We can keep it anonymous. You can just give us, how about you send us some good vibes, good energy, some uplifting notes, because we need encouragement and we'll give encouragement back. So
We're telling you the news, but let me tell you, we also telling you, guess what? You're not getting, these people are not getting away
they're
with
not
it.
going to. It's like, you just got to keep going. It is a long fight. We
It is.
say 2 years. Some have been in it for 10.
But we have to,
Well,
have
3
to
years.
show what's going on. Period.
And we'll tell our story that we went through soon.
The
That's
light
coming.
shines, there is no darkness. Period. Okay? Remember that. Take care, everybody. Love you.